right, day 29. We put in some new seeds for day one of the next cycle. It's a 28-day cycle. Do 3 or 4 of them throughout the spring and early summer. The top shelf is the younger ones. Some of these are only a week to 14 days old. Most of these are the oldest ones. You can see that there's a patch of marijuana there, and then there's quite a bit of beefsteak tomatoes and cucumbers here. And then down there on the second tier down are the very tall squash that leaf. Very tall watermelons and potatoes, because they can reach up and grab the light from up there. So this is the greenhouse, the micro greenhouse that I've built, because the forecast wasn't looking quite as good as I thought outside. So I didn't want to open up the big greenhouse yet. So as you can see, there's tinfoil on the back wall. That'll be the north wall. Obviously the sun outside won't be shining through there anyway. So this means that when the light is shining, as you can see right now, it is reflecting back, and it's allowing the light to filter down to the bottom and to the back of the plants, and just as much energy as possible out of that limited electricity usage, and the same effect when the sun is shining through. So that's what's going on with these guys. There's 72 of them in here total, and there's another 25 that are sprouted, but they're in nurseries still. And then a whole bunch of seeds I just started yesterday. Another 120, I think. The seeds are cheap for me. I collect them from when I grow things. I collect the seeds from them if I go and buy a fruit or vegetable at the store. I'll try to do organic with at least one, because you're not going to get very good seeds out of non-organic. They make suicide seeds so that people can't regrow them, or the plant just doesn't put any preference into growing seeds. So that's one suggestion I have. If you want to start growing, especially in the case of like lemons, you can't, if you buy a non-organic lemon, you'll never get that seed to sprout. You have to buy an organic one. And yeah, they do cost extra, but that's one of the bang that you get for your buck, is it's the only way that you can repropagate the plant. So that's where we're at right now. I don't have any major plans for today. We're kind of in a waiting for the next phase type of thing. In a week, then there'll be a whole bunch of new sprouts that go into propagation trays, and our new silicone propagation tray, etc. But for now, it's just kind of, we're kind of watching them grow, and they're growing tremendously. About right now, probably 1/4 inch a day. So that will increase now that this whole house is going outside during the days. So yeah, it's all portable and movable. It's not heavy at all, not nearly as heavy as it looks. Just got 2 flapper doors. The total cost on this was about, I had that tub. It might be a $50 tub. Maybe $3 worth of house wrap. Everything else is scavenged materials. The wood is actually, they're called stickers. When they're drying lumber, they put them in between the layers of lumber to allow air to travel through. So they're just throwaways. You can go to any place that's got lumber mill operations and grab mittfuls of those for free. They pay to have them removed, so they're more than happy if you grab those, and you can build a lot of stuff out of them like this. And yeah, this is all a very good thing. I'll show you. I'll take this thing down real quick so you can see, because I have to water the ones underneath anyway, and that's the one challenge with this design, and you'll see that in a second. So I do have to lift the top, From around this can't go in while it's closed because I have that center support in the front, which I'm considering doing away with because the trouble that it causes. And then we have this guy. This is our platform, basically what that sits on. Right, so it goes like that. And then, as you can see, sometimes when I'm taking this, putting it up or down, sometimes things get a little jostled. Overall, though, I think it's a great way for them to get extra light without me spending an hour moving 150 plants, or moving 92 plants in and out all the time. I'm utilizing the window space that I have inside. My south and southwest facing windows are in full use. This goes outside. At night it gets light. It's on a 24-hour cycle. This I'm hoping to harvest in June. So this will be the first of hopefully 4 harvests. So yeah, then I just have to water these guys, put everything back together. And yeah, people, I mean, you're going to say in the chat, and people are going to tell you, you know, they're not going to get enough light there, yada, yada, yada. Well, the thing is, giving plants exactly what they need and making everything super easy for them when they're little doesn't do you any good, much like people. You're going to make weak plants that way. They have to work a little bit. They need wind. They need a little bit of cold. These guys have lived in the laundry room here where it's a little colder than the rest of the house so that they're prepared for that. And because they have to grow upward, if there's a light source there, they just have to grow upwards to find it. So they have to maximize the energy that they're getting to being able to have enough roots to anchor themselves so that they can grow straight up and grab that light. So I think that it's going to be a great training method for them. Let me know in the comments if you disagree or if you've had other experiences, etc., etc. I'm open to the very real possibility that I'm wrong because it happens all the time. Yeah, I do want to hear what you have to say about it. So that's a little bit of an update on that. Over here, we still have our onions going along. Good skates growing. Good. There's a lot of decomp on that one. That's of course the first stage. Over here we have a tomato that broke off yesterday, horrifically, and that wasn't not from shuffling the house around. That was just I just kind of slipped and did a boo-boo basically. And so where did I put him? He might be actually in the house part. I'm not sure, but anyway, I snipped the top off nicely. Put him in the in here, and to see if that would grow, and then to see if the stalk will grow, and it appears to be doing some sprouting there, so that's pretty interesting. Here we've got a cucumber that ended up in with a potato. Unfortunately, that potato just kind of was dead for the longest time and then suddenly popped up. So right on. And then 2 more. That's just a repurposed celery stump that I had gotten. Here is a bunch of potatoes starting out. Oh, that's where I put that. There's the one that broke off. I put them into one of the nutrient trays because then he's got a lid and he's got full access and everything. So we'll not move him yet to find out about roots. We'll let him sit for a couple days before disturbing him. And we'll move this tray over to the good window for the daytime. There's the first nursery there. That's, of course, the second one. And then they have various tertiaries that come after that. But yeah, this window, they get really, really solid, good light until about 4 o'clock. And then they go to that other window. Now, in this window, on the side of the washer, we have tinfoil. So that even though they're not getting direct light onto this area at 4 p.m., they're getting a reflection off of there onto them. Now, somebody wants to tell you that tinfoil's reflective nature is dangerous in a house. It can cause fires and etc. I put little tiny plants right next to that, and it doesn't cook them. So it's not going to light your house on fire. That's just neurosis, if you hear that. All right, we'll leave it at that. End with a picture montage. Everybody seems to like those. And we will talk to you tomorrow.